Hello, guys. Welcome to the Voices of Epilepsy, Part Dos 2, the Positives of Epilepsy. We have another voice. His name is Tommy. Hello, I'm Tommy. No, it's okay. So we have Layla,
Hi.
Tabs, and Tommy.
Hi.
Perfect. So we're just gonna jump right into it. I'm not really sure how to start these yet, but we'll just get to it. Perfect.
Yeah.
So, part 2, number 6. We learn our limits in many different ways as people with epilepsy. Yeah, we learn our limits in many different ways as Tabs has written for us. I've witnessed this. How do I start this? Wow, we've learned our limits. I know I used to be super, I don't want to say like addicted, or I used to be like really into creating posts for Instagram or designing, and I used to be a DJ. So I would practice DJing for hours upon hours before my diagnosis of epilepsy, and I used to design for hours upon hours before my diagnosis of epilepsy. And after I became a person with epilepsy, I thought I would be able to just design and DJ for hours upon hours. But when I would do my work for over an hour, my brain would hurt. And I would just keep pushing. I would push myself and push myself. And my brain would ultimately just give up. And I would cause so much strain to my brain to where I would either have multiple auras or I would ultimately have a seizure that day. And
that,
oh, go for it.
yeah, I learned that I used to like staying up really late, either, like playing video games or, and then procrastinating my homework, and I'd get like 5 hours of sleep or so a night, and, now I know that I have to get at least 8 hours a night, of sleep a night, because sleep deprivation is a cause of, is a trigger for me.
Yeah.
As it is for most epileptics.
Yeah. Sleep is so important.
And for me, I kind of grew up with epilepsy, so I grew up learning different things that I could do and couldn't do. Like, for instance, if I want to go swimming in the ocean, I learned after getting knocked down by a wave that I have to have someone with me. So it's just, I have a bit of a different story than y'all. I was diagnosed when I was 10, so I was constantly learning new things that I could or couldn't do as I was growing up. It goes in different ways. You learn your limits
You learn how to like adapt, and you learn those limits quick. My gosh.
Yes.
Like,
very quick.
especially with schoolwork. Like, I get like mountains of schoolwork all the time, and that causes a lot of stress, and stress is a big trigger for me. So I need to learn how to like space it out, like over the week, and not procrastinate, because procrastination is a huge thing for me, and it still kind of is, just like I'm getting better.
I feel that, because I remember this last past semester with online classes, the first it was my first day of online classes, and it was like a whole year where I didn't have an online class, and on that first day I gunned out a whole lesson in 5 hours, and after that I had 4 auras, and I I had to learn how to like you said, Layla, like space out all this work throughout the week, because I couldn't just mash all this work into one 5 hour like time frame. It's not how our brains work anymore. We're not quote unquote like normal people. We have to learn how to nurture our brains.
Yeah. And you learn your limits in other ways too. You learn how far you can go before you get tired.
Yeah, that too.
For instance, like, there's only so much you can do before the fatigue sets in, and you learn that pretty fast too. You learn instead of cleaning the entire house in one day, I might do a room or 2 rooms a day. Hence the 2 weeks.
Yeah, but that's good. Like, you know your limits like that.
I mean, if I don't do it that way, I'm going to end up taking a nap and sleeping till the next day.
Yeah, I learned how to like really space out my time, doing my work throughout the week instead of crunching it all, especially with schoolwork.
Because the ultimate goal is to like not have a seizure. You don't want to seize. Like, that's the ultimate goal.
So, yeah.
And it's so easy. It's so easy to like push yourself over that edge, you know? It's so easy just to like
line in the sand.
Yeah.
Like, you don't realize you're
Gosh. But yeah, you learn your limits. And if you don't learn, you're about to learn, because epilepsy teaches you lessons every day. And that's a positive. I mean, you're always learning.
The day you stop learning is the day you're no longer living.
Very true. And that
Like when
feeds...
people start drinking alcohol and I know they can't.
Oh,
That's another
gosh.
example of that.
That...
Then they'll learn.
I don't know why, but that like bugs me. It bugs me when people like just talk about drinking alcohol, like a lot of alcohol, and being a person with epilepsy. It bugs. It's one of my pet peeves. Does that count as a pet peeve?
As a pet peeve, me having seeing a dog-eared book drives me crazy.
But yeah.
So pet peeve.
So let's beat into number 7. So epilepsy can change how you think for the better. I think that's a good one. That's a good one. Because like, before epilepsy, my mindset was, it was more like me, like selfish and like self-centered. I only thought about myself. I didn't really pay much attention to others or wanting to help others. But now, with epilepsy and with this condition, it's made me see life in a different light, and it's changed my mindset into how can I help others, or how can I build a foundation. Yeah, how can I build a foundation to help others with epilepsy? And I think that's I think that's powerful. It's really nice how something so, how do I word it? I have the words, but I don't know if I should word it this way. Go for it?
Yeah.
Alright, so I think it's powerful how a condition so brutal and like horrible at times can be so mind altering and beautiful, you know? Like
You wouldn't think those
Yeah.
two things would go together.
yeah.
Oh well.
They do. For me, I think I would have been a lot more situation. I'm pretty sure I could tell how I would have been rather than how I am now. Just because of how I grew up. I grew up not fearing for anything. I always had what I needed. And I am super grateful for that. I see it and I thank my mom for it. And so many kids normally be like that. Like, my mom, she could by herself, paid off a car by herself, kept a house going by herself, ran a business by herself. She did all of that for me. And I know if I probably didn't have this condition, if I didn't see how hard life could be from an early age, I wouldn't appreciate it. I wouldn't even think twice about it. She made sure I did not fear for anything. She made sure I had my epilepsy medication when I needed it. Everything.
Yeah, same as my mom.
And I would not value it the way I do now. I would probably be self-centered.
Sometimes you feel like,
Yeah.
at first at least, I feel like a burden.
Yeah.
I felt that way for a long time.
Yeah, I felt that way as well. Yeah. Because you see, like,
Because you need rides everywhere.
Yeah. Going to, like, your neurologist appointments.
Yeah.
And then,
Expensive aid.
yeah, the AEDs, and then not being able to work, so, like, you're home all the time and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what made me feel like a burden. But then you, like, try your best to help them.
Yeah, by helping around the house.
Everything you can.
Yeah.
Yep. Whatever you can
In
think.
other ways.
Thank God for our support system.
Yeah. There are people out there that don't have what we got. I'm grateful every day that I got it.
It's very true. Very true. And I agree with you, Tabs. Like, epilepsy does, like, help you appreciate the things that you have and, like, the people that you have around you. Like, a great deal. And then that feeds into number 8. So you become more conscious of your health and your brain and the importance of caring for it. Oh, wow. So that, like, hits me hard because now I'm, like, always, so along with the AEDs, I know that they have like crazy side effects, and I know that my liver is taking a hit. So to combat that, I take like supplements. I drink a lot of water. I try to stay healthy. I try to eat well because I know before epilepsy, I treated my body like shit. Like I drank a fair amount. I did drugs. I I just treated my body like shit. And then now when like say on TV, when I see people do the same to their body, I just think, why are they doing this to their body? I mean, they don't have seizures. They can go out and like explore life, you know?
Yeah.
Like they don't have to be doing this, but they don't have that mindset because they don't experience what we experience. But it's our health.
I started researching this stuff at a very young age just because I was diagnosed with it when I was very young. And I looked into it on my own. I found out about SEDEP on my own in middle school. I looked into different types of seizures on my own in middle school. I did all this different stuff looking for it, trying to figure out what I have, how to make it better. All this stuff a middle schooler would not be looking into normally. All this stuff an adult probably wouldn't even bother to look into. And I'm just taking care of myself, and that's all thanks to this.
Yeah, because you have to be
It's
your
all
own.
thanks to epilepsy.
Yeah, getting more sleep. Yeah, as you said, some people find out too late. I drink more water now. Definitely avoid drugs and alcohol now. As I definitely would not have been if I didn't have epilepsy, because just that's what everyone else would be doing. So
Yeah.
why not?
I agree.
Just things like that. Taking supplements as well to keep your liver healthy. Eating healthy.
I need to get on the boat of doing the same, because I'm kind of lacking. Like, I need to drink more water. I need to...
You gotta be a hydro homie.
Yeah, I want to be a hydro homie, but like, it's bad when you forget to drink water.
You gotta stop forgetting to drink water.
Pretty bad.
Just get a hydro flask, get a scrunchie.
Crap. Oh my god.
Drink
the only thing
water.
I drank today was a small cup of Sprite. Holy
Oh.
crap. Oh my god.
You don't feel like weird when you don't drink water? Like, you don't get like a headache or anything?
I guess my body just got used to it. I've been doing it for so long.
Your body just runs on soda.
Yes.
Soda and grape
Holy
juice.
crap, I just realized that. Oh my god. That's not good.
Telling you, just be a Visco girl. Get
After the
yourself.
video, go get you a glass of water.
Yeah, seriously.
I will.
Chug it.
I have water right there. Oh my god. It's 11:30. I forgot to take the meds. Oh my god.
Take your meds.
That's what oh my god. I'm saying something filling out the fingertip. My finger on it. That's what was wrong.
Take. That's what you
Oh my
forgot.
god, that's my water. Okay. Look at that.
You gotta take your meds with water, not with Coke.
Yeah. What?
Not with Sprite. TM.
No, I don't have any Sprite right now.
Oh.
Crap. What?
I know
Did
that
just lose
sound.
the top with the crap. What?
I know that sound. Just all the pills rattling in the bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've practically become deaf to it.
Yeah, basically.
But seriously,
That was lemonade. That was not water.
oh my gosh.
Well,
I need to-
Water in there.
I need to get on the boat. I need to drink more water.
Shut up.
You could have started right
Cider.
then and there. And you drink
Well, I thought that was
lemonade.
water. It wasn't. It was lemonade.
Well, you tried.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there is water in lemonade, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
better than
Next time.
soda.
I want some cider.
Ooh, cider
Cider. I've
sounds
never
good.
tried cider.
It's so good during Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, and epilepsy helps you cherish health. Like
Yeah.
there are some
Your
days where you just feel like, what? I know
want
that.
to get out of
Yeah, or some days where you just feel like complete and utter shit, yes. And other
Yeah.
days are just amazing. You just feel great. You get to go out and either like go to the mall or go to the movies, and those are like awesome days. I cherish those days. But then you also have those days where you have like auras and you have to take the emergency meds. I don't know if you take Ativan or whatever, but there are those days. You have your good and bad days, but
Yeah, and you're just in bed, and those days aren't the best, but there's always the next day. So
we have our balance. And then number 9, it's easy to see who is real, and you become very good at it after a while. That's true. Or I feel like, yeah, our intuition it gets better. It just gets better and better. Just like that time a couple weeks ago, I don't know if it was a couple weeks ago or last week, with the person who joined our server, and they felt a little
yeah.
off.
And we all knew it.
Everyone knew it.
oh yeah,
Everyone caught that vibe.
Everyone felt a weird vibe with this person, and they were just like, it was almost like,
And it was
really weird. And it had the same name as me too, and the same age.
yeah. And
Yeah.
they were just asking everyone questions as if like we were like specimens. I'm like,
Yeah,
That was odd
Experience.
to say the least.
we just send each other memes
various
and
forms of epilepsy.
yeah, we just send each other memes
mean-
and listen to music and
She was pretty much
Yeah,
reading off a
like,
piece of
chill.
paper.
yeah.
The first thing we said to her when she joined was that we're just a general chat though, and I said to not treat us like test subjects or something.
Like I
More
just try to
that.
give her like the benefit of the doubt,
And then
and just like
It got worse.
I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt and just like welcome her anyways and see if she got any better, but she didn't. She really didn't.
And especially because one
No,
of
she got worse. My first thing to her was telling her that I'm fine with you asking questions, but remember this is a support group.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then like one of our members, Emmy, just use her name.
4 seizures.
So, yeah, she had 4 seizures that day, and the person who joined, she was like, "Oh, can I ask you questions?" And I was like, "No, don't ask Emmy questions. I mean, she just had 4 seizures, and I think she was at the hospital that day."
Yeah, she
Yeah,
was
she
in the
was.
hospital.
She was in the
First
hospital.
one landed her in the hospital, and the next 3 she had in the hospital.
Yeah, and I'm like, "No, don't ask her
Like,
questions." She's
because-
like, "Well, I'm going to anyway." So she asked Emmy those questions, and it was annoying.
And this person was like oddly fixated on Todd's paralysis.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
oh my
I
god.
know.
like,
And then they were like, "Oh, you didn't experience it? Damn. Well, good."
Bye.
And they were like, "I'm glad you didn't experience it, but I want to talk to someone who did." It's like,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, like just use Google. Like if you
Yeah.
want answers, use Google.
seriously. So
Who's your
then
best friend?
we Swung that
Band
band
hammer.
hammer. It felt good. It honestly felt a little good to do that.
Yeah, it feels good to ban people. Like Loki.
But yeah, it's easy to. It's not that it's easy, but I feel like epilepsy helps us see through people. Oh, it helps us
Yes.
see.
See through their BS.
Yeah, it helps us see people's real intentions, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess we could say. Number 10. So then you develop compassion for other people and their problems. Yeah, that is a positive of epilepsy. I've felt that. I have developed compassion for other people and their problems. Like I see, like we're all human. We all have our good days. We all have our bad days. We all have our own problems. We're all living life. We're all going through our own obstacles, and I see that now.
Unless you're Hitler, you don't deserve compassion if you're Hitler.
Yeah, like that. Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
I guess that's how I make friends so fast, is I just don't care, like, what problems you have or what problems you're going through. I want to help you with them. Like, me and my best friend, that's how and this is one of the things we're close about. We're both like that. Help the first person that we see that really needs it.
And I
With a lot of compassion for others.
And I enjoy listening to people. Not that.
Speaking of listening,
What's up?
imagine if this had no audio.
No, it has audio.
Okay.
I have it recording. Oh my!
Layla, don't give me a panic attack.
I know, right?
What did you say?
It has audio. I have a recording on my phone.
Panic attack.
Oh yeah, sorry.
But,
yeah, that was not a good time.
like I enjoy people just like ranting to me or just spilling it out. I'll listen to you, because sometimes people just need someone to listen to them, you know? Because
The people are trying to help them out. No,
yeah, exactly.
it's much easier.
Yeah, you're literally the only person I know, Carlos, that will go like, damn, shit, oh that sucks. Like, oh my god.
That I won't do that, or that I will. Because I know I won't do that to you.
You will not.
I hate that shit. Nah,
I hate it too.
I'll never do
So
that.
do I. That is not helpful at all.
I'll never
It
say,
really isn't.
I'm sorry.
Like, if you're just gonna send that, I might as well want to be talking to myself.
I'm not Kid Cudi.
You can just message yourself.
Oh my god. Love that. Love that.
No. Like, if you have a problem, I'll listen to it. Like, it's nice. But it is true. You do develop
Yes.
compassion for other
You
people.
need a degree to talk to people. I mean, to be able to listen to someone and try and help them through their problems.
Yeah, and give them tools. That's why I'm going for a clinical psychology degree, because I want to be able to give other people the tools, or even work for like the Epilepsy Foundation to be like their clinical psychologist to help other people with epilepsy and give them the
that'd be
tools.
perfect.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would be.
But number 10 is true. You do develop compassion for other people and their problems. Because like I said, everyone's going through their own shit, and life is tough, man. Life throws you some curveballs every now and then.
Once.
Sometimes really annoying ones.
Seriously. And then number 11. So, you learn to be a good problem solver and how to think creatively. I think with this one, I believe it's, how do I word it? Learn to be a good problem solver and how to think creatively. I'm mostly thinking about like adapting to like a lot of circumstances or like obstacles that like come your way. Cause I know that's what epilepsy has taught me. Cause so many obstacles have come my way, and you just have to push through. And that is a huge positive that epilepsy has given me. Just the ability to just push through an obstacle and just adapt to it. And I thank epilepsy for that. Because without it, I don't know where I'd be.
When it comes to that, always a new situation tends to bring a new problem when you have epilepsy. And you're always going to have to think of a new way to deal with it.
Yep.
And sometimes you have to be very creative.
Seriously. Whether it be like maybe you don't have a ride for like an appointment or something else.
Like I've been like Uber.
Yeah.
Often.
Yeah.
Like Uber or
I don't think
if I want food,
there's an
like
Uber in my
Uber
area.
Eats or
Postmates.
Grubhub or something like that.
Postmates is a godsend.
Postmates is for food, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've never had that. Never used that.
Same. Oh, my leg, my joint. Ah.
What, did your leg fall asleep?
No, I'm just stretching my leg.
Oh. Okay, you're finally getting old.
I know. I'm pushing 23. Oh my gosh. The big 2-3. But yeah, so you do adapt to like different situations. Like I know I had to scan some paperwork to send to I think my neuro or I think the Department of Education. No, the Department of Education. And fuck. That was crazy. So you're just like constantly just adapting. So you can't like, so what epilepsy has taught me is that you can't be like stagnant. You can't be stuck. You just have to keep adapting to what situations have been sent your way. You just have to keep moving forward. And that's a positive.
Shark analogy.
It's like an allergy?
No, I said the shark analogy.
Oh yeah, the shark analogy, yeah. So like the shark, like a great white shark, if it moves back, it dies. If it stays still, it dies. It just keep moving forward.
Keep swimming.
Yeah, just keep swimming, like Dory. Just keep swimming. Yep. Adapt. What's the meme? Adapt, overcome.
I got adapt, improvise, overcome. I love that.
Yes, adapt, improvise, and overcome. So basically that meme.
Wait, is it improvise, adapt, overcome, or adapt? Is it improvise? I think it's improvise, adapt, overcome.
I don't know.
It's one of the two.
Yeah.
But that meme. You guys got anything else to add?
Wait, was that the last question?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was weird. No,
Oh,
anybody else?
No?
Yeah.
That's
Sweet.
normal.
So that concludes the Voices of Epilepsy Part 2. So we will see you in Part 3. Bye, guys. Bye.